everybody. I am here today with my friend Brian Slaywin. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Megan. Thanks.
Hi.
It's great to be here with you.
Thank you. I always love to have you. So, he is the director and the portfolio manager for Ben Franklin Technology Partners.
Right.
That's quite a job.
We're located in Erie and serving all of Northwest Pennsylvania, looking for mentoring and investing in really cool tech startups and small manufacturers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, we're going to get there because I think that's a really, obviously a lot of companies want to know how those funds are available.
Yeah.
So I'm going to learn about you first, though.
Okay.
So tell me about your background. Tell me how you got here, because
Well,
you're a little different than the average.
Well, I'm a lot different than the average, as anyone will clearly tell you. So we know each other since our days in St. Louis.
Exactly.
So fortunate and valuable, or great that you guys came here to Erie to do some work. So I was running a tech company in St. Louis. That's when we met.
Yes.
And then exited that in 2015. Was kind of literally sitting on the couch wondering what I was going to do next.
Yeah.
Got involved with the very engaged startup community in St. Louis and realized I really liked that.
It's a lot of fun.
So it's a ton of fun, really interesting people, and you see and listen and hear the most interesting things people are thinking about and doing. So looked around, was super fortunate to find the Ben Franklin Technology Partners, moved to Erie in late 2015, and I've been here for basically 4 years.
Exciting.
Doing work with startups and growth stage companies.
So not everyone watching this video is from Pennsylvania, so I think maybe explaining what Ben Franklin Technology Partners is and does might be helpful.
Sure. So the Ben Franklin Technology Partners is an almost 4-decade economic development initiative based on that the state of Pennsylvania or Commonwealth of Pennsylvania put together. Over those years, we've had a $25 billion impact on the economy of the Commonwealth. We've created tens of thousands
That's
of
a
jobs,
huge economic development number right there.
It's a really big number. And probably the number that I'm most proud of as one of the people that works for Ben Franklin is that over that time, we've had a 4-to-1 economic return. In other words, for every dollar that's invested in the Ben Franklin program, our companies and through our efforts and support create a $4 return on investment.
Wow.
So it's a really impactful big deal.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So now, I know there's a lot of startups out there, a lot of entrepreneurs. What do you look for when you go to invest in these companies?
So I always encourage entrepreneurs to start a conversation with someone like me or someone in venture capital early.
Okay.
Like as soon as you think you may want to one day seek venture capital or seek outside capital, just start a conversation. Introduce yourself, introduce the product, introduce your team. Really, at that very early stage, it's always about the team.
Okay.
I'd way rather have an A team with a B idea that we can work on because an A team is going to figure it out.
Yeah.
So it's always about the team, and then we're fortunate that we get to invest in innovation. So we're always being we always see or sharing with us like what's new and what's interesting, what's the next iteration. So if you're a company improving on your process or developing a new product, or perhaps you want to take an existing product into a new market, those are the kinds of things that we invest in.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So you're not looking at copycats. You want actually new and game-changing in the marketplace.
Correct.
Awesome.
With an opportunity to scale and create jobs. So our mission is economic development. So we provide capital, and frankly, the most important thing that we provide is the mentorship and the networking and the support that comes from being, so we're part of Penn State, so we have the whole Penn State network that we can attach to, plus we're part of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and its connections throughout the world.
I love that, 'cause I think a lot of times when people are seeking funding, especially younger, early stage, they're just like, kind of show me the money, not realizing, that first client, that place where you can enact your MVP and really test it, those have more monetary value to you often long term than just that cash check,
It always does. When given the choice between taking venture capital or OPM, other people's money, or
I love OPM.
or winning a client,
Take the client. Take the client.
Right? The best investment money you can get is a client paying your bill.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I think there was a little deviation from some like basic business principles in the with like kind of the app craze, and I think you're kind of getting back to that now of
some solid business practices
exactly
that help a sustainable reliably sourced building business, that is the path. Yeah, you're going to have these, hey, I built an app and I'm 16 years old and now I'm worth $50 million. Yeah, that's going to happen.
Occasionally that'll happen, but not
No,
that often.
It's way rarer than it would seem.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your time today and your insight. I really appreciate it, Brian.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Megan.
Everyone have a great day.